Joel 14, I'm going to read down a little bit to 20, 6 verses.
Go on in.
It says, I'll start at 13, so 7 verses. It says, gird yourselves and lament, meaning be sad. It's not the time to be happy and joyous.
That's right.
It says, and lament, ye priests, howl ye ministers of the altar. Yeah, in other words, if you're out there joyous and happy, you're not a priest of the Most High, because a priest of the Most High knows what time it is right now. It's a time to brace for impact right now. All right? It says, gird yourselves and lament, ye priests, howl, ye ministers of the altar. Come lie all night in sackcloth, ye ministers of my power. For the meat offering and the drink offering is withholden from the house of your power. Right? And those were drink offering, meat offering, and it represents a time of plenteousness, plenteousness, right? It says, sanctify ye a fast, calling us a solemn assembly, gather the elders and all the inhabitants of the land into the house of the Lord your power, and cry unto the Lord. That's what we're doing.
And that's why the Spirit had it, the elders get on guys like Zabak and all them having a birthday celebration. Like, this is nice. Nah, you're in the right spirit. The Lord says better is one death than there's one birth. You're supposed to teach your congregation or the members to mourn.
Better go to the house of mourning than the house of mercy.
Yep.
Verse 15, alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. Is not the meat cut off before our eyes? Right? Is not the meat cut off before our eyes? Yea, joy and gladness from the house of our power. The seed, meaning the plants, the fruits, is rotten under the clods. The garners are laid desolate, and the barns are broken down, for the corn is withered.
Yeah.
Our food, right? Our food supply.
Bill Gates bought all the farms, most of the land farming. They won't put mRNA in the food that they do reproduce.
Yep. Yeah. It says, how do the beasts groan? Right? So even the animals right now, they're suffering, they're in mourning. The herds of the cattle are perplexed because they have no pasture. Yea, the flocks of sheep are made desolate. O Lord, to thee will I cry, for the fire hath devoured the pastures of the wilderness, and the flame hath burned all the trees of the field. The beasts of the field cry also unto thee, for the rivers, talking about the fish, the rivers of the waters are dried up, and the fire had devoured the pastures of the wilderness. And ultimately, the missiles, like you were saying, is going to devour. The animals are going to be destroyed, the people, the fields, these pastures, and the waters as well. I was looking for the scripture that talks about how the water is going to be dried up. I couldn't find it.
Oh, I think that's in Isaiah 42.
Isaiah?
He said,
because the waters need to be dried up because it's polluted. Everything in there is polluted, so that fire is going to evaporate all of that stuff. The earth got to be like, so to say, the earth got to be terraformed again. See, in the very beginning in Genesis, the earth was terraformed. It started out as a lava, a ball of lava, fire, with ice around it. And then the lava melted the ice and created what? Dry land. Kept creating layers and layers of land. Created the rivers, created the seas. It was what? Terraformed. The earth is going to have to be, the scriptures speak about there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth.
That's right.
And there's going to be more land that's going to be revealed.
I got one for you. This is Jeremiah 51:25. It says, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord.
Who's that destroying mountain? Esau.
Yep.
And its main mountain is what? America. The United States.
Which destroyeth all the earth.
And he destroyed, and he's the damn devil. Tearing as he destroyed the earth, and he gonna blame you for it.
Yeah.
That's how they do.
Yeah. He gonna tell you to clean it up, and he's gonna tax you.
Tell him
for
what
it.
to say.
He's gonna tax you. He fucked up, but he gonna tax you to.
There's a saying about the so-called the small hats.
Yeah.
It's a Polish. They say it's a Polish saying, but it
Well,
says,
I don't come from there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, they always had them jokes. I was always a Polish. How many Polish would take to screw the light bulb?
Yeah.
Hey, but anyway, slack it. But anyway, They say they have a saying. They say that the small hats. I'll say that the small hat screams in pain as he stabs you in the back. So in other words, he'll stab you in the back. He'll be the one stabbing you in the back, but he'll scream like you stabbing him. Ah.
Yeah,
That's what they do. That's
a devil.
Weasel. They're a bunch of weasels.
That's a devil. He just sees like, look, oh, look at this. He's stabbing me. Oh, he's the menace. Yeah. Yeah, yep. The victim, the number one victims. Right? It says, behold, I'm against your destroying mountain, saith the Lord, who destroyeth all the earth. I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks. I will make thee a burnt mountain. Woo.
Yeah, roll you down for the rocks because you're on top.
Yep.
It's pretty tough right now.
Yeah.
You got the summit.
There it
The
is.
Most High is going to roll you down because the rocks represent what? The top of the rock represent the government. You're at the top of the government. The Most High is going to roll you down.
That's right.
Like an avalanche. Not like an avalanche.
Yeah, avalanche.
Oh, like an avalanche.
Yep, roll down.
Yep.
Or snowball effect.
Like
Snowball
that's what I
effect.
meant. Snowball effect.
Yeah.
Hey,
Roll you down.
which is heavy. You talk about all these things. Now, Jake did a lot of inventions, but Esau has the final say. And then when they find out something's contaminated or destroying something, they won't change it. Like even with your cars, all the exhaust that come out of your car is destructive. But they can make clean fuel out of water and everything. But the whole thing with the oil thing and everything is to control the world and have a reason to invade certain countries.
And anybody that invents or tries to push their invention for clean energy cars, run on water, run on garbage. They got cars that run on garbage. Sunlight.
Hydro.
They off them. They kill them.
Yep.
There's one Jake. I sent a video to a few of you brothers that he made an invention where he could take plastic and turn it into gas
Yep.
and run cars and shit on it.
Yeah, I seen it. Yep.
Another Jake in Nigeria, he invented TVs or anything that runs on electricity that just runs on radio waves. You don't have to plug the shit in; it just turns on. You
Yeah.
know?
Now Jake is
Which
but
that,
Esau
now
is
that goes back to Nikola Tesla actually came up
He's a forefather.
he's the forefather of that because he was able to harness the electricity out of the earth.
Oh, no, that proves the Urim and the Thummim.
Yep.
Yeah, because the television ain't nothing new. That goes back to you read about the Urim and the Thummim that the priests had, right? They didn't have no electric wires all over the fucking place to power that, you know. It was all from the elements.
well, the earth has a spirit.
The spirit of Yahweh, and the earth have his own spirit.
Yep.
Yo, see, Esau's a demon, man. Lord, as I show you, the Lord got y'all on a low. You think you're on a high level, but really you're on a low level. Like, think about it. We were born in this generation where you see power lines all over the place. That ain't natural. See a power line all over the fucking place, got wires. But we're so used to seeing that shit, that telephone pole.
Right. All this, we don't really know when the kingdom of heaven is gonna be different.
Yeah.
You don't know what it's like. See, we sit here, we think it's quiet, but it's really, you got cars buzzing by and this and that. Those lights and everything, like you say, that's electromagnetic, what do you call it? It produces EMFs, electromagnetic fields that fucks your body up.
Yep.
And we absorbing it 24/7 a day, the cell phones. In the kingdom of heaven, man, there's gonna be none of this pollution. They call it noise pollution, air pollution, from all this
Even
shit.
with all these lights, you can't see stars. Well, I mean, it's cloudy today, but usually you can't see the stars. You go to like the mountain areas where there's
in the
hardly no
country,
light.
you know that?
Yeah, the stars, yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, look at the brother, the elder, up in
Yeah, the woods, the mountains.
You look up there, damn, I know there's so many stars up there.
The islands.
The islands, anywhere outside of
It's all
the.
polluted.
Yeah, but see, that's why we say Brakatha Yahweh Bashir Yahweh Shai. We're living in the time of our Savior, man. Yahweh Bashir Yahweh Shai. And say that I about to say it loud.
This motherfucker.
That's right.
And that's why hearing these scriptures and going through the prophecy, it sounds like death and doom, but really life.
It's life for us. It's definitely doom for Esau and the other nations and
right.
2/3 of our own people. Cause you sent me that thing, that nigga talking about he's some Asiatic shit.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the nigga. The scripture says a man shall be known by his gait. That nigga older than me. We grade up. That nigga older than us. Walking.
Like you're a little young boy.
With his pants hanging on his head. I don't even say nothing to that nigga. But let's get the fuck out of here.
Just believe what you
know?
want to believe.
Yeah.
But the Lord has to go out there and teach
That's right.
cats like that so our hands are wide.
That's
You can't say
right.
they ain't been warned.
That's right.
You know you've been warned.
That's right.
The scriptures what the Lord said, give a warning from me.
That's right.
You know?
Got no cloak for their
And now, look, you know that we at the day of the Lord. It was death, destruction, gloominess. The scripture said what kind of mind you're supposed to be in, what your conversation is supposed to be seasoned with. That's salt. That's why when we converse with each other, what are we talking about? Things, you know, us getting better and getting out of here, man. Because look, the body is suffering. Hey, listen, brothers in this world, yeah, you wussing it. That's why the Lord said, if you don't cut this man time short, no flesh shall be saved. Because this man, everything he touches is toxic. Well, the water is toxic. How you destroy the earth that you got beyond, they tell you you can solve it through, or clean it through science. They've been building spaceships out there, space stations for a long time. For a long time. Yeah, remember, this man is a great illusionist. Like they tell you that there's gonna be no more ships sent up from NASA and all that, but they sending stuff out there. And then they got ways of keeping people asleep and covering stuff with the television and remote areas. Man, this man got all kind of deception out here.